Hi, I'm Vareen, a curious explorer of the intricate landscape of the human mind and behaviors, and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where I unravel the mysteries behind the incongruous thoughts that pepper our everyday existence. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ink Thoughts podcast. Hope everyone has been doing really well. And today, we're going to dive into the exciting, nerve-wracking, but always rewarding experience of trying out new things. Well, let's be real. Trying new things can be intimidating, whether it's picking up a new hobby, starting a different job, or even just changing up your routine. There's always that little voice in the back of your mind whispering, what if I fail? What if I'm not good at this? But here's the thing, that voice, while trying to protect you, often keeps you from some of the most rewarding experiences life has to offer. So today, we're going to talk about why trying new things is so important, how to overcome the fear that comes with it, and how to make new experiences a regular part of your life, which is my recent reflection of my personal life. Recently, I'm proud to say that I've tried out quite a few new things. First big thing that I've tried was going on at least 2 solo trips now. To be honest, I was actually forced to go on solo trip because of some personal reasons and changes in my life, but you know what? Turned out I really enjoyed it and I'll definitely do it again. I'll go into more details about solo trip very soon in another upcoming episode with my close friend, so stay tuned. Apart from this, if you haven't noticed that I look a little different today, I actually learned how to put on makeup. I used to be someone who almost never used makeup. Well, it's probably a good thing that I felt confident enough in myself without makeup. But I knew one of the reasons that I didn't really try doing it in the past was that I didn't really know how to do it and I was afraid if people think that I look weird. But anyhow, I still do think that whether or not I continue applying makeup in the future is another story, but I have to learn how to do it regardless. And it happened that when I was shopping for something else the other day, I came across this cosmetic brand which was having some promotion that time. Out of curiosity, I went and had a look. Ended up I bought a liquid foundation, and then the salesperson told me that the brand actually does free makeup class for customers, which I was like, why not? So I decided to do it almost instantly and booked myself in for one of the sessions straight away. And so the makeup class took place 2 days ago, and today I was like, you know what? Since I've learned it, I have to put my skills to practice before I forget how to do them again. And surprisingly, it did make me feel good about myself, which I didn't expect actually. The next thing that I could think of is I've signed myself up for a tennis trial class. It has always been an idea back of my mind to try out tennis, but I never really make the effort to check out how those classes work and how much does the classes cost. This time around, I thought, I have to do it now. It's now or never, because it's summer now. If I delay it for a few more weeks or months, I could see myself using the excuses of the weather being too cold to delay this even further. So I put myself in together with a friend, and we're gonna do it next week. I'm really looking forward to that. So now, after my personal stories, let's first talk about why it is so important to try new things. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns and routines. It's how we make sense of the world and stay safe. But when we stick to the same old routines all the time, we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to grow. New experiences challenge us, push our boundaries, and teach us more about ourselves than we could ever learn by staying in our comfort zones. Think about it. Every time you try doing something new, you're giving yourself the chance to discover hidden talents, develop new skills, and gain new perspectives. Even if things didn't go perfectly, you're still learning. You're building resilience, creativity, and confidence. And those are the qualities that help you tackle bigger challenges down the road. Now, I know what you're thinking. trying new things isn't always easy. It can be downright scary. So let's address that fear head on. Why are we so afraid of trying new things? A lot of it boils down to the fear of failure or looking foolish. We're afraid of what others might think, or that we won't measure up to our own expectations, like what I mentioned earlier about why I avoid trying to do makeup in the past. And here's a little secret. Everyone starts somewhere. No one is an expert right out of the gate. Every successful person you admire had to take that first, often awkward, step into the unknown. They had to push through the discomfort, the mistakes, and the doubts. And you can do the same. One way to overcome this fear is to reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Try asking yourself, what could I gain from this experience? By focusing on the potential benefits rather than the risk, you're more likely to take the leap and give yourself permission to learn and grow. Another great strategy is to start small. You don't have to dive headfirst into a brand new career or travel solo to a distant country right away. Although, if that's your thing, go for it. But trying new things can start with something as simple as trying a new recipe, picking up a book on a topic you know nothing about, or taking a different route on your daily walk. These small challenges can help build your confidence and make the idea of bigger challenges feel more manageable. And slowly, you feel more comfortable with changes too. And here's the fun part. The more you try new things, the easier it gets. Each new experience adds a little more to your confidence bank. Over time, you start to see yourself not as someone who just stays in their lane, but as someone who opens to new opportunities, ready to adapt and eager to learn. But trying new things isn't just about personal growth. It can also be a lot of fun. There's a certain thrill in exploring the unknown, in discovering something you didn't know you enjoyed. Like how I actually enjoyed the solo trips that I did, which in the past I strongly believe that I'm not gonna enjoy it, and so don't even think about doing it. It brings a sense of adventure into everyday life. And who doesn't want a little more excitement in their routine? So, let's make this practical. If you're feeling inspired to try something new but don't know where to start, here's a little challenge for you. Over the next week, pick one thing, just one, that you've always wanted to try but haven't yet. It could be anything, signing up for a dance class, learning a new language, or even just trying a food that you've never had before. Then go for it. Don't worry about being perfect or getting it right the first time. Just focus on the experience and see what you can learn from it. Come back to this episode in a week and let me know how you feel. And hey, if you're feeling brave, share your experience with someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even on social media. You might just inspire someone else to step out of their comfort zone and try something new too. So, there you have it. Trying new things is all about growth, fun, and expanding your horizons. It's about saying yes to opportunities, even when they're a little scary, and embracing the unknown with open arms. Remember, life is too short to stick to the same routine day in and day out. So go ahead, try something new, and see where it takes you. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video, comment down below to share with me what your thoughts are about this topic, subscribe to my channel, leave a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and most importantly, share this episode with someone who you know might need a little nudge to try something new. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep living a curious life. See you again soon. Thoughts Podcast. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed it, do like and share it with your friends and family and drop me a comment on YouTube. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave me a review. If you're on Spotify, please rate my show. Alternatively, any questions or feedback, feel free to email me at hello@incthoughts.com or send me a private message on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter with the username of IncThoughtspod. Thanks again, and catch you all next week.